prompt the agent in such a detailed way that a lower quality model will deliver a similar result to a higher model with less input. So a frontier model will have less context, but it will figure out on it by itself more items. When we were talking about embeddings, for example, and the internal LLM structure where GPUs come in place and all of those parameters, the idea there is that you have billions of parameters. So a user asks some question, parameters get lit up. It's like let's say a tree of options. And then at the end, it will generate some number of embeddings, which is the locations of tokens, and it will give it back as an answer. So the more parameters there are, the more intricate that tree will be, the more detailed the answer will be. So the bigger the model is, the more parameters there is, the more unique the answer will be also. The more it will be appropriate for the situation. So currently we use GPT Nano. Very important, do not try to make a perfect prompt right away. Just come up with something and start testing it. If it's a non-factory kind of non-harmful environment where people won't die or you won't lose money, you can go send it into production. If it's like in a startup mode, if it's something that's important, just hire QA engineers who will test your AI, test the chatbot or your employees or whoever is deploying it with different questions. So what I want to show you is here, each answer uses up credits. This thing is quite cheap, $25 a month. For a business running like ours, it's nothing. But look, every request costs something. So for example, that task was 3.3 credits, okay? Runtime 38 seconds. Some are 33 credits. So I have, let's say, I don't remember, 2,500 credits or something, right? 70 credits. Now I would like to just scroll down to one of the first chats that were ever created here, if it's not too far and I can find it. Oh, here, 195. All right, so the original kind of prompts and the original information in the RAG system that was provided to the chatbot was not optimized well. So it's what, 3 times more than now, 4 times more than now, right? And now it's much less because we kept iterating over it. Every, whatever, 3-4 months, we would go back to it, make it better.
So this Relevance AI, does it provide any other kind of dashboard metrics on how the models are currently being used, as well as kind of detection mechanism on whether they're getting abused in different ways, or whether there are some holes in your system prompts? Do they provide any kind of metrics on that, or is it really up to the person who is using the service to kind of come up with that perfect prompt?
I think that mostly probably it relies on us, but they have this alerts part. So if there are any issues, we can get notified. I think that's mostly probably for us to decide using our system prompts and exactly what Fable prompt is showing, right? But I think also that they probably have maybe, let's see, does relevance, it's a good question. Like, how do you make sure, do they automatically provide guardrails or abuse notifications for chatbots, for example, or agents, not chatbots, we need agents, for agents in use, for agents in use. I think it's more of an infrastructure because ultimately what they do, it's a wrapper around many models.
Yeah.
So eventually under the settings, if you have here your settings, prompt, and then you have your settings. Now, whatever you tell the model that you're using is pretty much what it will be doing. So you can control some of the things here, like output tokens, context window, and credits. Oh, it's filters for models. Okay, so you cannot do that much here. You can have tools connected to it. Different tools will be accessing different type of services online. We'll go over it in more details later. But answering your question, let's see. Short answer, no. Nothing fires automatically out of the box. Guardrails and abuse notifications on relevance AI configure it yourself features, not default protections. I guess this is the part, you can, it's like in the model when you work with Claude, there is that part where you can configure the mode, where it either asks you questions on every sneeze or it doesn't ask you at all. It's pretty much same thing here for relevance AI. Auto run, approval required, or let agent decide. And then guardrails are prompt instructions. No built-in abuse detection. Okay, I guess they did not have lawsuits yet.